now we are at the shop. We have finished Waste Not Wednesday, but we've got to get this bench done, and Zeb is going to get all the construction finished. Then I'm going to actually spray the color. We were brushing on camera, and get the milk paint on there, and it'll be done.
Open air, side by side we sway there in all the colors. Summer love.
In case you missed the Waste Not Wednesday, this is 4 antique chairs. I will try to put a little bit of footage from Waste Not Wednesday on there. We have already done kind of the paint finish that we're going to be doing on this. So that will be the overall look. But Zeb's gonna plug these holes and add some trim.
Remember when we were getting nowhere fast, when the garden won't stop giving back.
To make this bench look a little bit more finished, we purchased some trim at Home Depot. It was about $3 a foot, and Zeb's just 45ing the edges and adding it so that way it doesn't look like a bunch of boards just sitting on top of some old chairs, and it has a little bit of detail so that way it kind of just brings it all together.
I could really use some stuff like that.
Got some Bondo mixed up, and I'm going to use it to fill these holes. I over drilled them. I was doing that on purpose because I wanted my screws to sink down into the chairs more, because I only had 1 5/8" screws and these are 1.5 inches long. But it's going to be too deep for my plugs, and the Bondo is going to work better because I got a ton of holes to fill.
Shade of green in all the colors. Summer love. Day canoe, bathing in the turquoise blue.
Now that the repairs are done, we're ready to paint the top part. We painted the bottom on our live video. We're using crockery mixed with white linen half and half in the cottage colors, and we mixed them up really good, and we've got them on our spray gun with a couple of tablespoons of water. This is going to have a built-in sealer and is a perfect base for our second coat, which is just going to be a bunch of milk paint that we had left over. We mixed up Sweetie Jane, Birdie, Gumdrop, and Olive. I think the mix coupled with the layering over the top of the crockery and the white linen is going to look really good. So now that all the hard work is done, I'm going to come in and distress and seal it. I've actually been in the shop packaging for hours, and I was kind of hoping you'd be faster because I don't like shipping.
Well, I had some difficulty spraying. I tried something I haven't done, and I sprayed milk paint in an HVLP sprayer. There's a reason you don't do that. It didn't work out good.
Don't do that. We can link down below videos where we have used the critter sprayer, and that does work better. But I've got 220 sandpaper, so I'm going to get to distressing.
Hey, darling, can I tell you what's been on my mind? Sick and tired of the 9 to 5 in the city light.
Now the distressing is done, I've got my spray gun full of sealer, and I'm just sealing this up with Sweet Pickins Final Finishes in satin.
Pack our bags and get in that car. Leave a little note and we'll drive real far. Let's get out, we can leave this city. Let's drive to the open air. Yeah, the countryside is so pretty, with the wind blowing in your hair. We can look back someday. Baby, don't you understand that we only get one life? I wanna make it count, honey. Come on now and take my hand. Hey, darling.
It is Thursday morning. We are ready to paint. I'm actually wearing a cute outfit, so I'm going to get an apron on and get my workbooks. Also, a commercial break. This cute little shirt is available at jamirayvintage.com. I have to switch out my shoes because these are my pretty Birkenstocks. These are last year's run that the dogs chewed up, so these are my workbooks. So if you ever come and see me in these crusty old shoes, these are my working ones. Zeb's using his muscles to open a new can of crockery for me. I'm gonna paint this table in crockery, and then these items are gonna go in Hey Sailor. This one I actually have to take inside because I have to brush it because it doesn't come out, but I can brush that easy. And then Zeb's gonna stencil these, and that needs sanded. Oh, and he's doing a repair. Look at that. Is this a tool or is this like a craft supply, this glue gun?
I think all things are tools, craft supply or otherwise.
We get this on Amazon, and this hooks to the Milwaukee battery. We keep it in the garage because we always need to fix stuff. So those are gonna go inside and be stenciled, and Zeb's just gonna sand up that and oil it, and we'll be done here in like 30, 40 minutes.
Yeah.
We have a ton of videos about spraying, so I will drop the spraying link below. I've got crockery in here, and we're gonna get rocking and rolling.
Life is a winding road, no telling where it goes. Driving through days and nights, won't stop for traffic lights. And I really wanna know if I will ever figure out where the road goes.
Paint is still drying on my rolling pin and my mirror, but Fancy Farm Girl mixed with crockery is a very fall look. I feel like white would be too bright, but the crockery Fancy Farm Girl mix, it's definitely a win. This, I'm gonna heavy distress to bring back the white, and then we'll dark wax it, and I think it's gonna be really cute. Also, commercial break, how cute are these throws for fall? We just picked them up. They're in the sale collection. They would normally be $40, but I got a really great deal on them, and they're $19.95. And they come in like navy and taupe and like this light blue color. I love them so much. I'm gonna grab one, but I can't decide which color. If you need one, I'll drop the link below. They're at jamirayvintage.com. Let's head out and see how our stuff is drying, and I gotta wash my little Fancy Farm Girl brush. These are pretty much almost dry. There's a few wet spots. I've got my Hey Sailor here, but I think I'm gonna move this entire table because I don't want any of that Hey Sailor getting on my crockery. We're real classy. This is a spigot out front. And while we're working, we just throw stuff in the water. So if people come by, I guess they know we're painters.
Even if I'm falling down, I will keep on searching for my highs. You can say I lost my mind. I will keep
These are the little tote boxes that we thrifted, and I've just got crockery. I thought that I'm not gonna put the bread on there. This is one of our bread stencils, but I'm going to use the wheat portion of it right here. I thought that might be a good fall look. All right, so it's too faint. I think it's too faint on this gray wood, so I'm gonna go over the top of that with some Fancy Farm Girl like Jamie used over here.
Now that the paint is dry, I'm using my random orbital sander to go over the cottage color and to go over the Hey Sailor. The cottage color has a built-in sealer, so we will be done after this, except for any waxing or two-toning that I want to do. The Hey Sailor is going to need sealer, so I'm going to bust out some more of that Sweet Pickens Final Finishes top coat and spray it all after I've sanded it, so that way it's sealed and ready to go to the next step. It's getting hot outside, but thank goodness most of my paint is dry, so I'm just going to be doing some finishing, some dark waxing. Zeb will come back and stamp that rolling pin and finish his crates. And we should be done. So I'm excited because we have a lot of things to get done today, and we're gonna get on with our weekend. I have a bunch of finish work to do, so I'm just using some decoupage paper, cutting it for my frame, dark waxing my pumpkin, and then I'm going to use a damp rag and wipe it back. Once I wipe it back, this pumpkin will be ready to go. And then last but not least, I'm just gonna be adding some two-tone in white linen to these crockery pieces. So while Zeb's finishing up some projects over there, I am going to be prepping this display. I'm going to be moving fall in, finally taking down my Valentine's Day display. It's probably time. And I'll leave most of the things here, but I'm going to sprinkle in like some fall decor. Zeb's the official clock and picture hanger. I don't like to be responsible for hammering into the mortar.
All Well, me either. I just picked a crack and went for it.
You're the one who buys all the big art and clocks and everything, but I think it's gonna look so cute here. Here are all the projects that we got completed today. Some I filmed, some I didn't get to. Some of them are thrift haul, and some are just items that I pulled out of the barn that really needed to be finished. All of these corbels were from our barn sale. We went ahead and got them finished, as well as this tray and this rolling pin, and everything's listed up on the website. So let's get it staged in the shop.
Side by side we sway there in all the colors. Summer love, lonesome dove, folded on the lawn chair in all the colors. Summer love. Stop giving back. Honeysuckle, fresh cut grass. I could really use some stuff like that.
All right, guys, thanks for joining us today while we get all of our work done here in the shop.
It's been actually quite a bit of work. We were supposed to be out of here. We were shooting for like 11 or noon, and it's almost 3.
But everything looks really good. I have a new fall display. I actually haven't redone this display all the way. Is my hair crazy?
You've been working.
Since Valentine's Day, so it's probably time for it to get done. I will take a slow-mo of the new display and of everything that we finished today. If you guys want to buy these items, they're all in the thrift haul collection. I will drop them in the description box below. And if you need paint products for your thrift flips, visit JamiRayVintage.com. If you like this video, be sure to give us a thumbs up and subscribe to Jami Ray Vintage for more
DIY.
See you on the next episode.
Life is a winding road, no telling where it goes. Driving through days and nights, won't stop for traffic.
One of our followers saw this on Instagram, and this bench is already sold. We sold it for $395 with local pickup.
If I will ever figure out where the road goes, even if I'm falling down, I will keep on searching for my highs.